Hello, everyone. I'm Marina from Startup Human, and today I have Sylwia with us. I'm really happy to introduce her, and we recently met online, and I'm very excited to be with her today. So Sylwia, can you introduce yourself a little bit?
Hi, everyone. Thank you, Marina, for having me here. My name is Sylwia Borowy. I am originally from Poland. I live in the Netherlands, and about 3 months ago, I started my coaching practice as a result of my personal development, and I will be happy to share with you because we're going to talk today about forgiveness, right? So,
yes,
and
yes.
it's part of it. So happy to be here.
Great, great. And I know forgiveness is a topic that not many people know about. And I really want to maybe introduce people who have different perception of this. So maybe can you tell us what motivated you to become a coach and specifically about forgiveness? What's your...
With pleasure. It was over 20 years ago when I was living in Poland, and well, I met then my future husband in the Netherlands. So I left my career there, my family, my friends. And 20 years later, when actually I was living still in Mexico, we left for Brazil and Mexico at a certain time of life to pursue the career of my husband. But then one day he called me and he asked me for a divorce. My life turned upside down. I was completely devastated. Imagine 20 years together, you stopped even your own career for the love of your life, and suddenly you are like left and you think like, what should I do in my life? And yes, forgiveness was part of this process where I am today.
Yeah, great. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. And I'm sure you felt emptiness inside you, right? Yes. And almost like lost and maybe falling into this black hole or without wings, right? Just like what's going to be next? So how did you deal with it? Where did you start?
I am an economist. I worked in a bank for 16 years, and then for 8 years I was a housewife. In fact, living in Latin America, I enjoyed living there, that's for sure. But then you are suddenly without your husband, without job, and then you think, what should I do with my life? So I started thinking, what should be my new purpose in life? And I was almost 50. So, and then you think, what can I start from scratch? Because I was thinking going back to the bank would be for me really going back. And I thought, no, I have to move forward. And I needed to be happy. First, I thought, okay, I base my happiness on others and the environment. And then I figured out my first key steps to inner happiness, and forgiveness is one of them. I knew I could not move forward living in the past, blaming others, blaming myself, and living in this self-guilt. You said emptiness as well, Marina, and that's true. So I thought I needed to let it go. I needed to free up my mind, and really, and I needed to get rid of those so-called negative emotions that I mentioned, this self-guilt, blaming others, myself, and the anger, sadness, regret. And forgiveness is for me the tool. And at that time, I wrote an article about forgiveness, because I really found the power that forgiveness is so powerful. Is a choice, is a strength, is intelligence. And we don't forgive for others. We forgive for ourselves, indeed, because we deserve it. And then when I did it, and I felt like, okay, now I decided that I closed the door. I live today, and today I can think what I really want in the future and how I'm going to do that. And my energy was focused indeed on today, not anymore in the past.
Wow, no, that's great to hear. But can you maybe share a little bit what exercises did you use? Did you read books? I mean, how did you even find a way to initiate this forgiveness process within you?
That was when I started. I did one training here in Amsterdam, coaching skills for professionals. So this was one thing. Then NLP. However, this was for me through awareness. Really started reading that for how really an amazing is forgiveness. This act of forgiveness. That is this act of kindness for yourself. That actually is also, I would say, part of self-love. When you love yourself, you forgive yourself. And this is what you do when you love others. You forgive them too. Because why to be even in a relationship with someone else and with yourself when you cannot forgive that person? And I say that forgiveness is an essential ingredient of every relationship. We all make mistakes. And you know here, Marina, what happens. And here I'm very, very confident about what I'm going to say. Forgive always, even when the other person did not apologize. Maybe even that person does not feel that much that, oh, did I do anything wrong? Maybe for them was, yeah, an excuse why I did this or that. When the other person does not even feel how you feel when you still get those grudges, that anger, it holds us back from living really a beautiful life. It is possible. And yes, I will repeat it. I did forgive myself for what I did, what I didn't do, that I did not save our marriage. Yes, it's also crucial. It's key to inner happiness. So again, I don't believe that anyone can be happy when cannot forgive someone else. And you know, I heard from people, I won't ever forgive. I prefer to forget. But then when the person says this still, it means you cannot forget. So what I always explain, that forgiving is not about forgetting. When we forgive, it does not say that you accept what did happen was right. No, you actually acknowledge, yes, you feel or you felt hurt. It happened. However, we cannot change what happened in the past. Yeah. And if someone wants to live there, it's your choice. If you want to live today and build your future, forgiveness is the necessity.
Yeah, well, thank you for sharing. I totally agree with you. And some people ask me a question usually, how long does it take? I mean, for example, how long did it take you to go through this process and forgive?
It took me several months. And I know it can be different from one individual to another. What was my motivation was that we have children. And I wanted our children to see the good relationship between their parents, even if they were not together anymore. And I thought that the faster it happens, the better is for all of us. And today, I have a really good relationship with my ex-husband and his wife, new wife.
Wow. Wow.
So that's important. When I even need, I can call or I can come. And we meet a couple of times all together, whether it is a cup of coffee or whether, something like that together. And again, people don't have to apologize for you to forgive them. And there's another very important thing. Forgiving is not saying the word to the other person, I forgive you. Forgiving is here in your heart. When you start feeling, wishing the other person good, I wish you a happy life. And you start feeling compassion for them. That means that you have forgiven. That's the sign of this genuine forgiveness. And even when I talk about that, I smile.
Yeah. Wow, so well said. I couldn't agree more. So again, this is amazing to actually look at you. You're the testament how you're not in that black hole, just without end and bottom, right? You just fly and you have now wings and you look so happy and just well, everyone would want to be where you are. So maybe you can say last words to people who decided this year to forgive, whether themselves or others. Why is it so important for them?
It is important for you to start living the life you really want and move from the past to today and the future. And we experience all the bunch of all various emotions, again, those so-called negative and positive, and it's okay, it's human. However, we don't want to stay there. We don't want to stay in the state of those negative emotions and in the past and blaming and even maybe wishing revenge. No, because we don't feel with it when we experience those emotions. And when we experience more positive emotions, it's better for the other people who are around us. If you have children, you have friends, for your families and for yourself to be successful. And when I say successful, it's in both your personal and your professional life. So you want to move forward, forgive. And again, no matter whether the other person apologizes or not, maybe the other person is gone. You don't need to be friends with them. Just forgive here inside. For yourself, you deserve it. And to have inner peace and the energy and the focus on the fix that really lead you where you want to be.
Yes.
So, and this is the beginning of 2022. So my God, I wish everyone start today. It's January. Start today.
Yes, awesome. Thank you so much, Sylwia. And again, for everyone who watched this, I will post the links to Sylwia's coaching site and check out her programs. And we all want to be where you are, Sylwia, because it's definitely a great process. And in my opinion, if people learn how to forgive, there will be no crime, because it will be so easy to accept whatever comes in our lives. So again, thank you, everyone. And thank you, Sylwia, and happy forgiving.
Thank you, Marina. Yes, happy forgiving and happy 2022.
Yes, bye.
Bye.